Hello everyone, welcome to the quick medical revision series of my YouTube channel Medical Study, and today's topic is hepatitis B markers. In this topic I will be covering the most important points in relevance to the MCQs generally asked in the PG exams or UPSC. So let us start with the hepatitis B markers. Now something about the hepatitis B. It is caused by a virus, that is hepatitis B virus, and which is a double-stranded DNA virus. Remember, this is the only hepatitis virus which is DNA. Otherwise all the other hepatitis viruses are like A, C, D, E, all are RNA viruses. So it is caused by double-stranded DNA virus. Then it mainly affects the young adults, and most common route of transmission is percutaneous, followed by perinatal, followed by sexual. In endemic areas, the most common route of transmission is perinatal. Then this hepatitis B progresses to chronicity as well as hepatitis C also, and the children who get the hepatitis B infection before the age of 6 years are prone to develop chronicity, and adults only 5% develop the chronicity. It puts the people at high risk, and the death generally occurs from cirrhosis and liver cancer. So it is a hepatitis B mainly has a malignant potential, and similarly hepatitis C also has a malignant potential. Now markers, remember these markers, remember in this form only. First is HBsAg, second is HBc, third is HBe, and their antibodies, anti-HBsAg, anti-HBc, anti-HBeAg. Now first is HBsAg. These are the antigen. HBsAg, this antigen, this is a viral protein which acts like an antigen. So HBsAg is positive in acute disease, in chronic disease, as well in chronic states. So whenever you find HBsAg, it indicates acute, chronic, or as well as carrier state. Then there is an anti-HBsAg, that is antibody to HBsAg. It appears when HBsAg disappear. So with its appearance, HBsAg disappear. Appearance of anti-HBsAg indicates good immunity and indicates protection. Remember, it indicates good immunity as well as protection, and it appears only after the disappearance of HBsAg. Then HBcAg, this is a core protein not detectable, but anti-HBcAg, when it appears, it is the first antibody out of all the antibodies to appear in acute infection. So anti-HBsAg even appear before anti-HBsAg. It persists during recovery phase also. IgM type, as IgM indicates acute infection, IgG type of anti-HBcAg indicates chronic infection. HBeAg, remember this, it denotes highly active disease. HBeAg, if present, the disease is in very active state and highly infective and very active stage. And antibody to HBeAg denotes low infectivity. So whenever the antibody develops against this antigen, it denotes low infectivity. So the presence of this antigen denotes highly infective active disease, and antibody against this denotes low infectivity. So remember, this is the first antibody to appear. Acute infection IgM type, chronic infection IgG type. Anti-HBsAg presence denotes good immunity and protection. HBsAg denotes acute, chronic as well as chronic state, and the antigen which is present in active stage, HBeAg, and antibody to this is denotes low infectivity. Now something like a sequence, how does the antibody? So first antigen detectable is HBsAg in acute, chronic or carrier state. HBcAg is a core antigen which is generally not detectable, but anti-HBcAg is detectable, and IgM type in active phase, IgG type in chronic phase, and this is the first antibody which appears. After that HBsAg disappears and HBsAg appears, anti-HBsAg appears. Okay, the antibody to HBsAg appears. So it appears after anti-HBC Ag. This is the first antibody which appear in hepatitis B. Now only marker detectable in window period of hepatitis B is IgM type anti-HBC. Remember this thing, this is asked in MCQs, and IgM type anti-HBC is the most reliable marker of acute hepatitis B. IgG type anti-HBC is the reliable marker for chronic hepatitis B. So IgM type of anti-HBC is a reliable marker of acute hepatitis B. Highly infective or acute disease marker is HBeAg. Remember, if anti-HBeAg present, it denotes low infectivity. Now, what are the markers for active hepatitis B virus replication? Remember this, the most important marker for active state of hepatitis B with virus replication is HBV DNA, hepatitis B virus DNA, most specific marker and a gold standard for confirmation of virus replication. If hepatitis B virus DNA is present, it indicates the virus replication, followed by HBV DNA polymerase and HBeAg level. HBeAg level, if detected, it is considered as a marker for active virus infection or replication, but if it is not detected, it does not include the replication. So this HBe denotes highly active state. HBeAg level is there, it denotes the active replicative state, but if it is not there, it does not exclude the virus replication. The first gold standard is for virus replication acute phases, hepatitis B virus DNA, then hepatitis B virus DNA polymerase, and then HBeAg. Similarly in chronic hepatitis B, now let us see this. HBsAg positive, as I told you, this can be a marker for chronic case. IgG type of anti-HBC again denotes the chronicity because active state is IgM. Then HBeAg positive, it denotes the highly infective state with HBV DNA level high. So this level high, this indicates the active phase, this indicates the chronic phase. So this complex indicates the chronic active phase of hepatitis B with virus application. It indicates replicative phase of chronic hepatitis B. Now HBsAg positive, IgG anti-HBC type, again HBeAg negative with HBV DNA high level. It also indicates the replicative phase of chronic hepatitis B even though it is negative, because I told you the presence of this is a marker for virus replication, but absence of this does not rule out. See, HBeAg, if detected, it is considered as a marker for active virus, but if not detected, does not exclude virus replication. So this, you can go with this. Now HBsAg positive, chronic or acute phase, IgG anti-HBC indicate chronic phase with low HBV DNA, that indicates inactive HBV carrier. So with the knowledge of these markers, you can tell whether the patient is in active phase, is in chronic phase, chronic active phase, chronic carrier phase, or chronic inactive phase. Prognosis for hepatitis B is best, but if hepatitis D virus HDV superinfects on the HBV, the prognosis becomes the worst. Okay, so thank you so much, have a nice day. Go through the slides once again. Whatever is the difficulty, please reply me in the comment section. I will definitely give the answer. Thank you so much.